artist's name that I'm probably once again going to botch. I believe it is pronounced Mon Laferte, probably with a better tone to the voice as you say it than I just did there. She is a Chilean artist who has been in the music industry for quite a long time, probably longer than I really have realized up until discovering this album here, because she's actually been in this game for a number of years now, winning Latin music awards at the Latin Grammys, other awards elsewhere too. She's pretty much a certified name in this kind of music, and yet I've only just recently stumbled upon her name. Very much glad I did though, because this is actually a really bloody good album, like really good. I was very surprised going into this that given that I didn't know who she was, I just wasn't expecting to like this as much as I do. She immediately has a distinct tone to her voice, just a really great delivery with her vocals, just instantly grabbed me with how she sounds over these tracks. And of course you've got these really well produced, elegant, larger than life instrumentals that really like sweep you off your feet and just kind of take the songs to new heights with the really glistening moments. And then the raspiness to her tone on tracks like No Lo V Venir is to die for. She just has this really great way of approaching vocals and just has an immediately great voice, just a powerhouse of a vocalist that I think really would impress anyone listening to this, regardless if you can understand what she's saying and if you know the language that she's speaking. I don't think it matters. There's a smokiness to her voice across these tracks too, particularly on Amado and Mio. Very sultry, this one, the way she's singing, and then the traditional instrumental that's backing it just makes it feel like it's coming from a different time, like 1940s, 1950s, something like that. It's different to something that we got from Maria Jose Liego from last year, where the isolated focus was always on the vocals. The instrumentals were an important factor too, but I feel like this album just combines both. You're always getting great vocal performances while also having the instrumentals just really like take the songs to new levels and really sweep you off your feet. It's very angelic at times, but it's also very catchy and accessible. The cinematic backdrop of Canción, Feliz is wonderful as well. Really love the strings on this one. Really, again, just crisp and perfectly produced. Just hearing the instrumental just travel the way it does is wonderful. Really good. Definitely get this played on, a really good speaker system or really great headphones, just the best quality you can find, because I think everything would just really pop with that kind of setting. La Mujer, once again, shifting the boundaries with her vocals. Like, she really just toys this line of, going from seductive, sultry, smoky, to then these really huge, like growling, really strange vocals that come through on tracks like this. It's like if you combined Björk with Elsa Suarez, I think you'd get this song, because the way she kind of goes in those moments is great. I actually can't achieve what she does though. She goes like, but no, she doesn't do that. I can't do it, but you will hear this song and you will know exactly what I mean, what she's doing here. She sounds manic. There's a 2-track run. Well, I mean, the whole album's great, by the way, but there's a very good 2-track run of Esta, Morra, No se Vende, and Sepa, Nuestro, Amor. My pronunciations were not great there, but you get what I'm saying. These 2 tracks very much reminded me of Natalia Lafourcade, actually, particularly the Esta track, which reminds me of the instrumental that you find on Mi Religión, on her album from last year. By the way, one of my favorite songs of that year, my absolute favorite album of that year too. So anything that's going to remind me of that is a big win. And then the dramatic, attention-grabbing chorus of the next track, Sepa, Nuestro, Amor, again just reminds me of those moments on her album as well from last year, with the features, particularly with male vocalists coming through as features. The feature here is great, by the way. His voice is very commanding, just matches her delivery throughout. It's really good. Those raspy tones again are just killer, absolutely killer on the track Se Va La Vida. Just so good. Those really, really great vocal tones that are coming through are unmatched. There aren't many singers that can do this, where they also have like a really soft, lovely voice, but then that kind of like gruffness, and the roughness comes through in such great ways. I absolutely love it. And again, with the instrumentals sounding as fantastic as they do, and the choruses popping in the way they do, just makes the album just really, really come together in such a great way. My only gripe really is, sadly actually, the closing track, which is strange because obviously you want the closing track to really wrap things up. And I don't know, I don't think the instrumental works on this one. It's very cartoonish and bubbly and just very odd. It felt like an experimental detour that she just wanted to take for the final song, which could have worked if it sounded better, but I don't know, I'm not sure I like this, the way it sounds. It sounds a bit grating actually. I wouldn't go as far as saying it's bad, because I still think the vocals, you know, take the song in a direction that I think makes it tolerable, but I do think that weird, strange tone to the instrumental just doesn't work. But other than that, that's one minor gripe I have with this album. I think it's great. Just needed my slice of Latin flavored pop music for 2021. I mean, I should have discovered this artist way earlier than I did, considering how well known she's actually. You know, if you go to her social media, she's got huge followings, so it is a shame that she's not exactly talked about more in the Western world. You know, she's not a name that gets brought up in the UK, for example. But it doesn't matter to me. I don't care about that kind of stuff. I'm here for the music. I care about how great the music is, and this is great. And once again, transcending language. I don't need to know what she's saying on these tracks to know that these songs sound fantastic. It's a great album, and yeah, like I say, Latin music was something I needed in 2021, and this is my go-to so far. There could be more coming. There could be more. There could be more. But so far, this is what we've got, and it's great. 8 out of 10 from me. Really great album. One of the albums of April so far as well. One of the best albums of April for me so far. And yeah, please listen to this. Please check it out. Let me know your thoughts as well in the comments. That would be great. Thank you for watching. If you have heard her other stuff, tell me what you think of it. Tell me what you think of this album. Listen to it. If you haven't, that's everything. Have a good day. Subscribe as well, and goodbye.